take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still ballin' like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number one, number two.
Smack dab in the middle of I-295 that encircles the city of Jacksonville in northeast Florida. There's a good look at TIAA Bank Field. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Tennessee Titans. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 32 that time. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he locates Laviska Shenault, the rookie from Colorado.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Boston Scott, his first carry. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Got an open man. It's Scott. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 20.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Tannehill. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now Tannehill. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On the return, here's Agnew. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over.
First and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They're going to look to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
First and goal from the 6. They'll run with Scott. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The ball carrier.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a third and goal. They'll try to run this one in. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
One word comes to mind to me after that last play, and that's alert. That defense took a chance guessing the snap count, and they were so right. Got great push up front, and that forces fourth and goal.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now, fourth and goal from the 2. They're going to run this with a tight end, and he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They're turned away on fourth and goal, and the Titans defense will celebrate the goal line stand. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
From the end zone, Tannehill. A slant to Jones. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. First and 10.
13 yards. First down, Titans.
Here's Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
13 yards. First down, Titans.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Second down. That's the end.
Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a second down coming up. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill, and he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Now Tannehill. It's caught. Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. On 1st and 10, Tannehill being chased out left. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Another try after the 1st down sack. Tannehill. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And, well. Let's go.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Brian Burns in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. On his Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Agnew now to return. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to a position we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
This time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up
just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
At the 46-yard
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
To throw again on second down, Tannehill. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
And the Titans first down.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis. You never want to give up a sack. And from the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Flushed out right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing, because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here first and 10. After the interception, here's Tannehill, eluding the pressure, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Josh Allen, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Now this one from about 2 counties over. After the sack, they come up on a second and very long. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. Nothing is our score. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
To kick off for Jacksonville.
After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here, because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
Again, it's Henry. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
A pickup of 2 yards.
A toss left, Henry. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On 2nd and 12, Tannehill. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Let's go.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Two 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll toss it to Henry. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up
from the 50, it's Tannehill. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the 3rd quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their 1st drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. There are 0 points on the scoreboard for either side. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments were made. The defenses have obviously been great.
So if you like defense, this is a classic game. This is what you're looking for. But now you're trying to figure out how to gain any type of an advantage on offense. Is it through a big chunk play that they haven't seen before? Or is it just running your regular offense and running it better, trying to create an opportunity?
We'll see which avenue they choose to go down. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 45 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Complete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
On 2nd down now, it's Scott, and he's going to work this one down to about the 5. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set, and that 3-4... You've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down, and that will force a turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And Charles, we've seen almost 3 full quarters now, and neither offense can really get it going. Neither has hit the end zone, and neither side seemingly can make that big play.
But the game hasn't been devoid of action because these two defenses, they've taken over and they've slugged it out. But I think you're exactly right. We're at that stage of the game now where one of these offenses, if they make a big play, that could be the difference.
2nd and 10 at the 5-yard line.
They'll run it again with Henry. And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. Well, you and I talked during the halftime break about, well, will we see some points in this game? I don't think this is what we had in mind here.
No, not at all, but points are points.
Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Back now in Jacksonville. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 44 yards.
10 at the 12-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Flush to his right. That is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the one. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the two-point attempt is turned aside.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. And this series, Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Matt Ioannidis able to record his 5th sack of the season. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Intended for Julio Jones.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
It's Tannehill. And that will be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Taking it about the 16. Call that one an even 60 yards. 6-0.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Escaping the pressure right. And Jones has it over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
2nd and 13. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
10 at the 45-yard line.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
54 mark, 54.
They'll look to throw again. And this will be incomplete. But physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
54, right there, 54.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 34-yard line.
First and 10.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
21-yard line.
Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively.
Brings up second and 9.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Brian Burns, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign.
Third and 14.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. Back to throw, Tannehill. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Josh Allen in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there, because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block.
And that one goes incomplete on the drop.
Incomplete.
That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Tannehill. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. On 1st down, Robinson. They find some open field here. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, but that should just about seal it. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me,
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Brian Burns in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Jones, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. On first down, Tannehill. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 15 yards there on the play as they try to chip away at this 15-point deficit. Back-to-back completions, and that puts them in enemy territory.
And we're always looking for that elusive term momentum, aren't we? And I think they're building it with the back-to-back completions. Now they feel like they can either take a shot or continue to build it the way that they're doing now.